Hey guys, welcome back to the Marvel Champions matchup. Today we're going to have a Azori Man take on the Scarlet Witch. Let's take a look at Azori Man's main scheme, None Shall Pass. So I have Azori Man 1 and 2 because we're playing standard. The standard encounter sets. And one modular counter set recommended is Hydra Patrol, where we're using Band of Badoon. So the setup is that we're going to discard cards from the counter deck until an environment is discarded, and then put that card into play and shuffle the encounter deck's discard pile into the encounter deck. And Azori Man has a scheme of 1 and attack of 2. He's a brute, and he gains the trait of each ability environment in play. He has 14 hit points. Let's go ahead and discard as we get an environment. So we'll get Rocky Outcrop. So he will have Stone. And as a force response, after Azori Man makes an undefended attack against you, you're going to heal 1 damage from him. 2 damage instead if there are 5 or more delay counters on the main scheme. So we'll go ahead and flip this over. So None Shall Pass has a threat threshold of 12. It comes in with 2 threat. Advances by 1 threat beginning of the villain phase. It has our force response. After resolving step 1 in the villain phase, we're going to place 1 delay counter here. And then when an environment enters play, we're going to discard each other environment, discard environment. So we get like ice or something, then stone will go away. Then one of Maximoff, her alter ego, has a recovery of 3. She's a mystic and has a super part of siblings action to discard 2 cards from your hand. To draw 2 cards, or draw 3 cards instead if Pietro Maximoff is in play. That's limited once per round. She has a hand size of 6 and hit points of 10, so that's pretty much the standard norm. Let's take a look at her deck list. So we're using Justice. So she'll have, actually no, we're doing protection actually, sorry. So we'll have Black Widow, Brother Voodoo, Clea, 2 momentum shifts, in order of chaos, 2 preemptive strikes, 1 shield spell, 2 spiritual meditation, 2 true grit, energy, genius strength, 1 part all of us, 1 part protection, a quincarrier, a team building exercise, the night nurse, a Deft Focus, a flow like water, nerves of steel, and a sorcerer supreme. Let's go ahead and deal our hand size of 6. Let's see what we can get rid of. So we'll get Sorcerer Supreme, Quicksilver, Brother Voodoo, Power Protection, Molecular Decay, and Hex Spell. Oof, it's not a bad hand to start with actually. We'll go ahead and I think we're going to keep it as is. So let's go 2, 3 for Brother Voodoo. So he's a 3-cost ally. He's an Avenger Mystic, has 3 health, 2 thwart, 1 attack. He takes 2 damage when he thwarts, only 1 when he attacks. He's an Avenger Mystic, and after Brother Voodoo enters play, search the top 5 cards of your deck for an event card and add it to your hand and shuffle your deck. So there's True Grit, there's a Hex Bolt, there's a Magic Shield, a Quincarrier, and Deft Focus. Let's take Hex Bolt. We'll shuffle these back into the deck. Let's flip over to Scarlet Witch. So she has 2 thwart, 1 attack, 2 defense. She's an Adventure Mystic and has the Chaos Control Interrupt. So when boost icons on the counter card will become counted, discard the top card of the encounter deck and count the number of boost icons on that card instead. And that's once per phase. Once per hero phase, once during the villain phase. Let's start with Brother Voodoo for 2. He'll take 2 damage. And let's spend 3 for Molecular Decay. So it's a 3-cost event. It's an attack and a spell. As a hero action, Deal 5 damage to an enemy and discard the top 2 cards of the encounter deck. For each boost icon discarded this way, you're going to deal 1 additional damage to the enemy. So we'll do 5 to Azorian, that comes down to 9. We'll discard the first card. It's a 1. We'll take that one. So he's down to 8. And then the second one is a 0. So we'll do her Chaos Control to annul that out, draw another one, and it's going to be a 0. So he's down to 8. And we will just attack for another 1. So he's down to 7. We'll end our turn there. And we'll draw back up to our hand, so that's a 5. So we'll get a Power Protection, another Molecular Decay, a Genius, a Float Like Water, and Ordering Chaos. So let's go to 1. We'll get the delay counter. Zorman will attack, we'll block voodoo. So we don't have to worry about that force response on the Rocky Outcrop. So he'll do 2. And then there's a boost. So field this card, so it's going to go into play. So Super Azorian Power comes in with 3 threat. And Azorian is going to gain traits of ice, metal, stone, and wood. So he gets all the element traits there. And then he is gone. And having that card in play is really terrible. And then we'll take our counter card. So Steel Kick. So we're revealed as a hero. We're going to take 3 indirect damage, 4 indirect damage instead. If the Azorian has the metal trait, which he does because the Super Azorian Power, so we'll take 4 damage, knocking us down to 6. Alright, so let's do this. Let's spend 2 for Flow Like Water. So that's a 2-cost upgrade. It's a condition. Max 1 per player. And as a response, after you play a defense card, you're going to deal 1 damage to the attacking enemy. And then let us sport for 2, taking this down to 1. Then we will spend nothing. We're going to turn there. We'll discard our Chaos, and we'll draw up Clea, another Molecular Decay, and Team Build Exercise. This will go to 1. Delay counter. He's going to attack. We are going to have to defend because if we don't, we'll have him heal up. So we'll defend. So he'll do 2. And the boost, we'll null it out. Actually, no. Do we want to null it out? Yeah, let's null it out. So Rocky Outcrop will go. Now he's going to go get ice instead, and he gains surge. So he's going to draw another card. And so with Snowy Hillside, with undefended attacks, you get to place 1 threat in the main scheme. 2 threat, just board and fight the late counters. So you get surge, we get another one. So 1, so 3. We have a defensive 2, so we take 1 damage. And then our counter card is Icy Grip. How does it figure? So Icy Grip, we're stunned, and if the Azorian has Ice trait, we're going to take 2 indirect damage. So now we're stunned, and then we take 2 damage, so we're down to 3. It's not looking good. Let's play Power of All of Us to you as a double resource to play Team Building Exercise. So exhaust Team Building Exercise to play a card from your hand that shares a trait with your hero, reducing this cost by 1. So we will exhaust that to play Clea for 1. Clea shares the Mystic trait, which is why we're able to reduce her cost by 1. She has 1 thwart, 1 attack. She'll take a damage, 2 health. And when Clea is defeated, we're going to shuffle her to her owner's deck. She'll thwart for 1, so we'll get rid of that Super Absorbing Power. So she takes damage, and then that's all we're going to do, so we'll ready ourselves back up. Then we'll draw up, giving us True Grit, Hex Bolt, Spiritual Meditation, and Warp Reality. It's going to go to 1, and another delay counter. He's going to attack for 2, Clea will defend. So he'll do 2, with the boost in 1. So the boost is if the Zorman has the stone or wood trait, which he doesn't, we're stunned. So it doesn't matter, we're stunned anyway. So 3, yeah, we'll just take it. Just take it, shuffle back into the deck. And then our counter card, we're going to draw Badoon Lieutenant. So he comes in with, he's a minion with 2 scheme, 2 attack, 6 health, and he has the patrol keyword. So while minions engage with you, we can't thwart the main scheme. So let us exhaust the cells to get rid of that stun. We'll play Spiritual Meditation to draw 2 cards in this card, 1 giving us Chaos Magic and Magic Shield. Let's play Chaos Magic. That is a 0 cost event, and you get to play a card for your hand, ignoring its resource cost, and this card targets for the top of the encounter deck equal to that card's printed resource cost. So we'll do Molecular Decay. So we'll deal 5 damage to the enemy, and discard the top 2 cards of the encounter deck, and then for each boost icon, discard this way, deal 1 damage. So we will do it on the Badoon Lieutenant for 5, 6, and 7. He's gone. Let's play 2 for the Hex Bolt. So a Hex Bolt's a 2 cost event. It's a spell and a superpower, so it's a hero action. Discard the top 3 cards of the encounter deck, and for each card discarded this way, the boost icons. Boost icons equal to 0. You're going to deal 2 damage to an enemy. If it's 1, remove 1 threat from the scheme. If it's 2, draw a card, and 3 or more, you're going to place a status card on the character. Now you can do these in any order, so it doesn't matter what the order is. So that's going to be a 0. That's a 1 and a 0. Let us trigger that Chaos Control to get rid of that 0 and see if we get something bigger. 3, that's what I want to see. So 0, so we do damage to an enemy. So 0 is down to 5. Run, remove 2 threat from the scheme. So that's down to 1. And we're going to confuse them because we're going to go into Alter Ego. And then we will end our turn there. So we'll draw up to get a quincarrier, Spiritual Meditation, Scarlet Witch's Crest, Strength, and Deft Focus. So that's going to go to 1. We'll get another delay counter, so we will have 4 delay counters on there now. He's going to scheme, but he's confused, so that's not going to happen. We'll take an encounter card, giving us advance, so he's going to scheme anyway. So he'll scheme for 1 plus 0. Back to us. Let's go 2 for the Scarlet Witch's Crest. So that's a 2 cost upgrade. So when boost icons on the encounter card, you're going to count it. You're going to exhaust the crest to increase or decrease the number of boost icons on that card by 1. Let's go Spiritual Meditation to draw 2 and discard 1 for Magic Shield and another Magic Shield. It gives us 3 Magic Shields in my hand. We'll discard one of those. Let's spend 1 for Deft Focus. So exhaust Deft Focus, reduce the resource cost of the next superpower card you play is current by 1. Until for 3, up to 6. And let's call it a day there. We'll draw back up for Preemptive Strike. I got the Hardness, there's a Steel, and Black Widow. So this will go to 4. Another delay counter. We'll scheme for 1 plus 2 and a boost. So give the villain a tough status card, and then if this villain already has a tough status card, this card is going to get +2 boost icons. Well, he's not attacking. Or no, he doesn't already have 2 status cards, so we'll just go scheme for 2. Which puts up to 6, so it's halfway there. Then we will get an counter card giving us abandoned facility, so it's a metal and it's environment, so he's going to transform again. He's going to go from icy to metal. It's going to gain surge, and after Zorman makes an undefended attack against you, you have to discard 1 resource from your hand, 2 resources. There are 5 more delay counters. So it's surge, we got to draw another card. So Sleep Insanity, we'll just exhaust, take it out of the game. Kind of bad timing on that card, but oh well. Back to us. Let's go. Let's go 1 for Agatha Harkness. So she's a 1-cost support persona. So it exhausts Agatha Harkness. Look at the top 3 cards of your deck to add 1 of those to your hand and place the other rest on the bottom of your deck in any order. So we'll exhaust her. Look at the top 3 cards: Clea, Momentum Shift, and Energy. What we have in our hand here: Black Widow, Prince of Strike, Quincarrier, and a Magic Shield. That Energy might come in handy. Yeah, take Energy. And then we'll put these 2 here on the bottom. Let's go 2. Three for Quincarrier, and then we will exhaust Quincarrier to give us Magic Shield. Actually, we have to flip over to play Quincarrier because we have to be an Avenger in order to play it to get a wild resource, so we'll do that. And then we will end our turn there. And then we will draw back up to get a Hex Bolt, a Momentum Shift, a True Grit, and the Night Nurse. So this will go to 1 to 7. We'll get another delay counter, putting that up to 6. He's going to attack. We'll defend. So he'll go 2, 3. We'll take 1 damage. I won't use Magic Shield yet. Then we will get a counter card giving us Avalanche. So when revealed, each player must choose to either spend an energy resource to take 2 indirect damage, 3 indirect damage. There are 5 or more delay counters. I'm not discarding nothing, but I will discard Magic Shield to prevent that damage. So it's back to us. We'll exhaust Deft Focus to reduce the next superpower card we play by 1. We use the Quincarrier to spend 1 to play Hex Bolt. Top 3, we'll get a 0, a 1, and a 1. When that comes in with 2 threat. I'll keep it as 0. Let's see if we want to. Now we'll keep it as is. We'll do the 0 to get the tough off. And then 1 and 1, take 2 threats off the scheme. So we'll take 2 off for this to get rid of that. And then 2 off of this. And then let us go 2 for Momentum Shift. So heal 2 damage from your hero and then deal 2 damage to an enemy. So we deal 2, knocking down to 3. Heal 2, bring us up to 7. End our turn. Then we'll draw up to get a shield spell, a pre-emptive strike, clea, and momentum shift. We're out of cards, so we get that having a counter card. Shuffle our deck back up. And then we'll be the villain space, so this will go back up 1. We'll get another delay counter. He will attack, we'll defend. So he'll do 2, 3. Let us do for chaos control. Well, now let's just exhausted crest, boost it up to 1. So he'll do 4, and then I will use the quincarrier to play preemptive strike. So it's a hero interrupt for 1 defense card. So when a boost card is turned and face up while the villain attacks, cancel all boost icons on that card and deal 1 damage to the villain for each boost icon. Cancel that way. So there's 2 boost icons we cancel, so we deal 2 damage back to him to 1. We don't take any damage. And then the flow like water will trigger, so after you play a defense card, deal 1 damage to an attack an enemy, which puts the Zorman down to 0. So we flip him over to the second stage. So he has 2 scheme, 2 attack, 15 hit points. And if Super Zording Power is in play, we're going to deal on the counter card each player, but it's not, so we have to look for it and shuffle the encounter deck. So it should be in here. We pulled it earlier. There we go. Shuffle the deck up. 3 threat. And then we will get another encounter card. So our first one is going to be Shadows of the Past. So Luna's comes into play. She's got 2 scheme, 2 attack, 5 health. She's elite and is a force response. After Luna's activates against you, you're going to discard the top card of the encounter deck. And if 2 or more boost icons discarded this way, you're going to deal yourself an encounter card. Her side scheme comes into play. The next evolution comes with 2 threat. We get to increase the number of boost icons on each encounter card by 1. And then we take the other cards and shuffle them in the deck. Then our second encounter card is Dense Forest. Now he's going to get the wood trait. So it has Surge, so we draw another card, and after Zorman makes an undefended attack, we gotta take 1 direct damage, 2 indirect damage, and 5 more delay counters. So our other card for Surge is going to be Stall Tactics. When revealed, place 1 threat on the main scheme for every 2 delay counters on the main scheme with no threat was placed this way. This card is getting Surge. So there are 7. So we will play 2 delay counters, so 3 threat. Puts up to 7. Alright, let's do this. Let's go. Let's go 2 for the luminous shift to heal 2 and heal damage to enemies, so we're up to 9. Let's do 2 to luminous. And our turn. We'll get magic shield, spiritual meditation, power protection, and order of chaos. This goes to 1. There is another counter. He's going to attack for 2. Let's defend. So he'll do 2 and 4. We'll decrease that. Well, actually, no, because it's going to go to 1, so there's 3 there. So he's got 5. So 5, that's 3 damage. We will play shield spell. So shield spell is play up a mystic is if the mystic trait, which we do. And when you would take any amount of damage from an attack, discard that many cards from the top of your deck to prevent all damage that way. So we'll discard 3 cards. So there goes the Hex Bolt, Spiritual Meditation, and another Hex Bolt. She's going to do 2. And Limitless will attack, doing 2 damage to us. Down to 7. And then we discard top of the counter deck. 0, and this increases by 1. So we don't take any counter card. Back to us. Let's play Spiritual Meditation. Draw 2, discard 1 for Brother Voodoo and Chaos Magic. Let's discard Order and Chaos. Let's go. Exhaust team building exercise. Let's use power protection. Spend 2 resources to play Brother Voodoo. Because we both share the mystic trait. And so I'll look the 5 cards for an event. 2. There's a momentum shift, light nurse, and magic shields. We'll take the momentum shift, shuffle these back up. We'll use Brother Voodoo to support for 2. Get rid of that next evolution. We'll stop that increase. And then we will do exhaust the quincarrier and spend Magic Shield to play Momentum Shift to heal 2 down, heal 2 from your hero and deal damage to a hero, so another 2 to Luminous, so she's at 4. End her turn. And then we'll draw up for a Warp Reality, True Grit, Sorcerer Supreme, and Electric Decay. Alright, so this will go up to 9. He'll attack for 2. We'll block with Brother Voodoo. 2, 5. She'll attack for 2. We'll take the 2 damage. Down to 7. Draw up. 2 encounter cards, or 2 boost icons. We'll have to null that out to go down to 1, so we don't have to take another encounter card. And then, so we'll draw 1 encounter card, giving us a Badoon Grunt. So after Badoon Grunt engages you, if there are no other means engaged with you, do yourself when we face a counter card. Well, Loomis is in place, so we don't take any counter card. So it's our go. We'll play Chaos Magic. So it's a spell and a superpower to play a card from your hand. Ignore these resource costs and discard cards from the top of the card deck equal to that card's current resource cost. We'll play Molecular Decay to deal 5 damage to the remain, so he's down to 10. Boost icons, 0. We'll trigger your Chaos Control to null that out to draw another one. So 2, 8, and 0. We're going to thwart for 2. Knocking this down to 7. We will exhaust the quincarrier to play True Grit. 1 cost event. It's a thwart, so after your hero defends again, oh, you have to defend, so can't do that yet. Just go ahead and end it up. We'll draw up for another True Grit and Nerve of Steel. This will go to 1. He'll attack for 2. I'll defend. For 0. Well, you got a boost, so we put that grunt in the play with you. There's our menu, so it doesn't go. Then we'll spend quincarrier to play True Grit. So after your hero defends against enemy attack, remove threat from the scheme of your hero's thwart. So 2. So knock that down. And then we're going to take 2 damage. For 2, we'll knock that down to 1. And we'll get an acceleration icon here. So 2, 4, 6 damage. We are down to 1. And then shuffle these up. We'll take our counter card. So Doom Lieutenant, we're going to play Warp Reality. Actually, no, we will exhaust Deft Focus to reduce our cost by 1 and play Warp Reality for free since it's a superpower. So when an encounter card is revealed from the encounter deck, cancel all the effects and discard it, and then deal discard cards from the top of the encounter deck equal to the number of boosts icons on that card. So we discard 1. Don't want any more minions on it, we got too many as it is. So it's our go. There's not a whole lot we can do. And we're gonna go 2 for Sorcerer Supreme, and we're gonna have to flip over. This might be possibly game. So we get Molecular Decay, Hex Bolt, Genius, Night Nurse, and Strength, and Magic Shield. So it's going to go to 1, plus Acceleration Token, that's going to go up to 8. It's going to be games, he's going to scheme for 2, and a boost to put this card into play, so it's going back here. So 2 is 10 and then 12. So that's the game there. Other than that, that's the video. Thanks for watching. If you enjoy more content, just go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe. Thank you for new subscribers that I've seen. Thank you very much for supporting the channel. And don't forget to hit that share button and spread the word on our channel. Other than that, till next time.